Getting the video shared out to all those who are interested through various social media channels. Actually, just one, Facebook. Updates on its own on Twitter, that's always nice, but doesn't have a Facebook link. I don't even know why I'm on Facebook sometimes. Just to do these posts and let people know about baseball. And they're all getting sick of it probably, but if it helps people find the stream, that's the main thing. All right, link is shared. I've done my part. Let's see what happens today as the Brewers take on the Marlins. There's all the settings. Open retractable roof. Quick counts off, of course. Clear skies, show theme. Oh, we are going to get this going. Brett Anderson versus Jose Urena here today. Brewers start a quick little 4-game road trip. Then they'll be back home for 3 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. So it'd be very important for the Brewers to be able to get some wins here on the road against a 500 Marlins team. Hopefully my microphone is working and everything like that. That'd be very embarrassing if it wasn't. So we have the 21-13 Milwaukee Brewers and the 17-17 Miami Marlins. Brewers in the road blues. They're taking on the Miami Marlins here in the new Marlins Park. It's been open for a few years now. Jose Urena gets the start for the Marlins. Last pitched last Wednesday versus the Mets with 6 innings. Gave up 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout in the victory. 2-2 on the season. He's given up just 5 home runs. He's going to face off against Lorenzo Cain here today. Lorenzo Cain is a grounder. And I should have wrote down where people's positions were. I believe that's Brian Anderson. Goes it to Jesus Aguilar, and there's 1 away with 1 pitch. Here's how the Brewers line up today. Cain just swung at the first pitch and got out. Yelich, Hira back in the lineup. Garcia back in the lineup. Omar Narvaez, Ryan Braun back over starting at first. Eric Sogard at third. Orlando Arcia at short, and Brett Anderson is on the hill for the Crew. And Christian Yelich swings at the first pitch, and it's fouled. It's 0-1. Marlins at 17-17 on the season. They're one of 3 teams in the East that are at 17-17. Phillies and the Mets are the other 2. Yelich takes one down. It's 1-1. See there, 4th in the NL East, but really tied for 2nd. All of them are trailing the Braves. Might have been Dickerson over at short. I don't know. Like I said, I should have done a better job of writing these things down. That one's inside, 2-1. I know that Jonathan Villar's at 2nd. That one is locked in. Beautiful night here in Miami. The first of 4 games for the Crew. 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. Yelich with a solo home run in yesterday's game. Here's the 3-1. Swing and fouled. Couldn't quite, and looks like the catcher is just waiting patiently. That's Alfaro. I'm going to fill this in little by little. 3-2 pitch. Grounded over to the left side. And that is going to be an out. Out number 2. So Yelich not quite able to beat the shift. That's Brian Anderson. He's over at 3rd. That must have been Dickerson at short. We are at 2nd. Oh, Aguilar's at 1st. Look at this all figured out. Castanheira gets the start today. He got the day off yesterday. Takes a strike. It's 0-1. Here leading the team in RBIs with 28. He's also leading the team in strikeouts with 33. Stat that probably doesn't want me to mention as much. Swing and a miss quickly, 0-2. The 0-2 to Hira. Hit to the right side and foul. 0-2 to Kira. Hit on the ground. And Brian Anderson's got that. A good strong throw across the diamond gets Hira in plenty of time over the Reds. Brewers are a game and a half back of the Cubs. 1-0 pitch to BR. There's another slider that misses on the outside part of the plate. It's 2-0. Pitch. Fouled off. Brewers coming off a series win versus the Cardinals. Took 2 from them. They also went 3. And he's there for the catch. So put a good charge in that one. But the Marlins go down in order. We've played 1 here in Miami. It's tied up at 0. Abasil Garcia comes into the second inning. Got the day off yesterday. Let's see, only batting 188 the last handful of games. And that one misses outside, 1-0. The big thing about Garcia is it's shown in some of the graphics from the weekend series has been his splits away from home and away. Hitting for much better average on the road, but hitting for more power at Miller Park is 7 home runs. He has 5 at Miller Park, 2 on the road. Fouls that one off. It's 2-1. From Urena. Another one fouled. Take a look at some of the other games going on in the Central. Cardinals are hosting the Padres. And there's a swing and a miss, and Garcia is down on strikes.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
And that makes way for Omar Narvaez. Swing and a miss there. Good fastball on the inside part of the plate at 97. Narvaez still leading the team in batting average at 339.
No, that's outside. Ball.
That one misses. The 1-1 pop foul. The Padres took 4 from the Cardinals last week in San Diego. They're back at St. Louis, finishing up that season series. The Reds, they're playing in New York. Saw they already have a 2-0 lead. Cubs are out west. They're playing the Dodgers. And another one foul for a 3-game set. So some big matchups in the Central. 2-2. Good take by Narvaez. Doesn't bite on that one. It's a full count. Ryan Braun on deck. The 3-2 to Narvaez. Popped him up. There's Anderson there, just on the line. And there's 2 away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 8.
Take a look at where that one was. Alfaro wanted one up in the zone, and Urena gives him one. A little more inside than he wanted, but Narvaez still pops it up. And there's 2 away for Ryan Braun. First pitch from Urena is away. It's 1-0. Braun got his second home run of the season on Saturday night. A big 3-run homer in the 8th that proved to be the difference in that game. Bailed out his relief pitcher, David Phelps, who had given up back-to-back home runs. And that would tie the game. Brewers would get a couple runners on, and Braun would take the first pitch he sees and hits it into left field for the 3-run bomb. He's got a 3-0 count here. Be a base runner here in the second. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Right on the inside corner, 3-1. the pitch from Urania, and that one misses. It's a walk for Braun, first base runner of the game for the Brewers. And Eric Sogard will get a shot with 2 outs here in the second.
Eric
Sogard came into yesterday's game in a double switch. He's batting .241, 5 RBIs. Does have 4 doubles on the season. And he takes a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Sogard's been kind of a roaming infielder for Craig Counsell's team. He's getting the start at third base today. 0-1 pitch. That one's in there as well, 0-2. He's gotten a few starts at shortstop in place of Orlando Arcia as of late, ever since Luis Urias went back down to AAA. The 0-2, and that one hits him. So Urania has him up 0-2, and then tries to work a curveball or a slider inside rather, and gets Sogard right on the upper part of that thigh. And that is going to be first and second now, with 2 outs for Orlando Arcia. I feel like Sogard's been getting hit a lot this season. That might just be me, though. That one's inside 1-0. 1-0 to Arcia. And that one hit him as well. Looked like it was a little check swing, but it must have got him right on the arm. Let's take a look at this one again. And it might have got him on the right forearm, elbow. It's very hard to tell from that angle. Doesn't look like that much damage was done. So bases loaded here, and it's going to clear the pitcher if anything. So back-to-back hit batters by Urania. And he faces Brett Anderson. And Anderson takes the first ball down low. It's 1-0. So Urania gets the first 2 Brewers pretty quickly. And then a walk and 2 hit batters have the bases loaded here in the second. See if Brett Anderson can do something here. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hit foul. Got a good piece of it. The 1-1, right in there, 1-2. Urania bouncing back here. He's up on the count. Anderson looking to fight something off, try to help himself out, drive in a run. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in, and Arcia heads to third, and Brett Anderson gives the Brewers a 2-0 lead. Oh, how about that one, folks? Brett Anderson gets a hanging curveball, and that is the fear sometimes when you give a pitch like that to a pitcher. You are just speeding up the bat, and they have a better chance to run into one. Lorenzo Cain takes a pitch on the inside part of the plate. It's 0-1. 27 pitches for Urania. I don't have a pronunciation guide. What do you want from me? 0-1 from Cain. To Cain. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Well, you throw those off-speed pitches. Sometimes the pitchers don't know enough not to swing, or they swing too hard. 0-2 is fouled away. And you actually help them out because you're giving them something they can see a little bit better. They get to think about it. A lot of these pitchers used to be good hitters when they were playing in high school, and some of them were college players that turned into pitchers. Cain pops one to center, and that is caught by Harrison, and the side is retired. But the Crew get 2 runs off the Brett Anderson single, and as we head to the bottom of the second, Crew leads 2-0. Jesus Aguilar, the former Brewer, steps up.
First baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
1 home run to 12 RBIs, batting .477, is in a platoon at first base. He's going to get the start with the lefty on the mound. And the first pitch to him is fouled. It's 0-1. Aguilar with 51 home runs and 2+ seasons with the Crew. Was traded in the last basically like the trading month of July. Was traded to the Tampa Bay Rays. He finished out the season there. 0-2 pitch, and that one's fouled. Aguilar really broke through in that 2018 season, but was having a hard time getting it going in 2019. And he hits that one hard foul. Was the opening day starter for the Brewers. Just never looked like he was very comfortable at the plate. And the reason why you liked Aguilar in 2018 was because he had very tough at-bats. He would foul off pitches, and he would make the pitcher work, get the pitches that he wanted, and he'd make the pitchers pay. And in 2019, he just didn't get that sense. He was... It might have been one of those deals. He hit for a lot of power, hit a lot of home runs, as he hits that one to Kane. And he's got it, and there's one away. But Aguilar just never looked like he was trying to go with pitches or fight them off or anything like that. Let's take a look at the Brewers' defense. Garcia, Kane, and Yelich in the outfield. Eric Sogard starting over at third. Arcia at short, Hira at second. Braun gets the start at first. Narvaez behind the dish. He catches Brett Anderson here tonight. Brewers 11th in the NL in defense. Played decent ball as of late, not a lot of errors. And the big thing has been not a lot of costly errors. It's one thing if you have errors, but if they're costly, costing you games, that's another thing. Jorge Alfaro, who grounds out to Braun. And there's two away. But with Aguilar, just kind of finishing up on him there, he just never had the same approach as he did in 2018, and that ultimately led to him, getting in a platoon with Thames, and then eventually getting traded to the Rays. So hopefully he can kind of turn some things around. He is a great power hitter, participated in the home run derby in 2018. Fan vote. So he's got the tools. He's just got to try to find that spark, try to find that momentum once again, and he's hoping he can do it here in Miami. Harold Ramirez is in there. He takes a ball. It's 1-1. And that one's tapped in front of the mound. Narvaez is going to have to hurry to get the speedy Ramirez, and it's not in time. So first hit of the game is to Ramirez. Little nubber in front of the plate. And Narvaez throws the mask. He just kind of got a late jump out of the catcher's box for that one. And it seems to be the difference. Ramirez is on with a base hit and brings up Brian Anderson. He takes one down low, 1-0. Anderson batting .321, 6 home runs to 14 RBIs. Here's the 1-0, and hit hard right at Ryan Braun. So Anderson gives up the 2-out single, but leaves him stranded. That guy's got baseball fever, oh my gosh. In a time like this, you can't go to the doctor for that. They got other things to worry about. Well, hopefully you feel better, sir. Those are not your commentators. I'm your commentator. I'm Tucker Diedrich. Calling live commentary on simulated baseball games. Until baseball is back. That seems to be the running motto I have for all of this. When baseball comes back, I'll probably stop doing this. And the Korean baseball organization does not count, because those games are at midnight, so you could get both. Christian Yelich is in there, takes the ball down low. All these videos, all the highlights and everything. I forgot to post the highlights of the game yesterday. Yelich hits that one to center and deep. Back at the wall, looking up, and that one is out of here. Christian Yelich adds to the Brewers' lead with his 11th home run of the season. And the Brewers lead 3-0. Christian Yelich playing in his first game here in Miami since he broke his kneecap on a foul ball and a hanging curveball, and Yelich does not miss that one. Takes it right to dead center. Didn't see the distance on that one, but as you'll see, at least 400 feet. Home runs in back-to-back games for Christian Yelich, and that brings up Keston Hiura with nobody out in the third. First pitch to him is a slider inside. But yeah, like and subscribe to all these videos. Trying to get to 30 subscribers. That'd be cool. Right in time for all of this to probably stop happening. You know, the usual stuff. But might as well subscribe if you're casually following along. 2-0 pitch is in there, 2-1. Games will always be when the Brewers are to play the game. We'll either go live at the time, or I'm looking to do a little bit more recording and posting the videos in kind of an hour version of the game like I did yesterday. Had some stuff going on. So, gotta make do where I can. Hiura hits a little inside-out shot. That's to VR. He'll complete the out to Aguilar. And the former Brewers get the out. There's one away.
Number 24.
As I mentioned, the standings coming into today, everyone was 17 and 17. Well, these are just spoilers for other results. The Mets win, so that means the Reds lost. That's just a bummer when they do it that way. It's so much more fun looking at the scroll and seeing how that works. But what can you do? I don't even know if you can turn off the scroll. But it doesn't matter. I want the stats things gone. Garcia takes a strike. Also coming out today were the Week 5 power rankings for all the teams in this simulation. So you can find out where kind of everyone lands within the league. You have new followers. That's awesome. Check swing does not go through. I don't know if that's a fouler. Hello, 1v1 me. Cool. I don't know what that means, but I'll probably subscribe. 1 for 1, maybe? All right. I'll subscribe to your stuff. I can make that transaction happen. Thanks for tuning in. 2-2 on Garcia. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Completely out to Aguilar, and there's 2 away.
Up next for Milwaukee, the catcher, Omar.
Look at that pitch. Just a slider just drove right into the dirt. Garcia chases after it. And there's 2 away for Omar Narvaez. Power Rankings came out. That's at tuckercomedy.com/power-rankings. You can see where all the teams in the league have fallen here. Narvaez takes a strike. Brewers are at number 8. They didn't move at all. And the Marlins, they're at number 17 this week. And then the kind of the write-up about each team, 0-2 pitch, fouled away. The write-up about each team will be about the key series or series that they have coming up in the month of May. So you can read all about that, kind of find out how all the teams are doing. Narvaez has a little check swing, but doesn't go around enough. 1-2. Dodgers are at the top of the power rankings. They assume the new number 1 spot. And line drive right at Brian Anderson, and the side is retired. But Christian Yelich, with this solo shot to center, extends the lead for the Brewers. We head to the bottom of the third. Brewers 3, Marlins 0.
Leading up for the Marlins, the center fielder,
Monte Harrison riding a 9-game hitting streak. Takes a strike against Brett Anderson. Hits one on the ground to Braun. He'll take it himself, and there's 1 away.
Batting 9th, the pitcher.
Take a look at the central standings. Brewers will be 2 games back depending on the outcome of this one. Let me check something out. Yep, they'll be... If they win here today, if the result holds up, they'll be a game and a half back, according to that little rundown. And the pitcher, Jose Urania, bats here with 1 out in the third. 0-1 from Anderson. Swing and a miss. Got him tied up on that one. 0-2. Swing and a miss. So Anderson sits down Urania on 3 straight pitches.
Now batting.
And there's quickly 2 away.
Jonathan Villar.
And brings up Jonathan Villar. Switch hitter, batting from the right side of the plate. And he takes a slider at the top of the zone. It's 0-1. Villar, 2.5 seasons with the Brewers. Got traded to Baltimore. That Jonathan Scope deal back in 2018. Foul ball. He led the majors in stolen bases in 2016 with 62. Put it on a bobblehead. I actually have it in my room where I do these recordings. Has kind of a fun little dial on it so that you could keep track of all of his home runs. But he sends that one to left and deep, and Garcia, it didn't look like his head and his arms were going in the right direction to make that catch, but he does anyway, and the side is retired. So after 3, Brewers lead 3-0. And then Heidi Watney has some sort of report to give, but no idea who it's about. Looks like it's about Keston Hiura, who batted last inning, so he is nowhere near the order at all. Big thing for Hiura, he has struggled as of late, trying to get his bat back up and running.
Leading off for the Brewers, the first baseman, number 8.
It's going to be Ryan Braun to
Ryan
lead off the 4th. First pitch to him is a slider in there. It's 0-1. Josh Roeder already warming up for the Marlins here in the 4th inning. Here's the 0-1 to Braun. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of that slider. It's 0-2. Pitch. Up and in, 1-2. Rough day at the plate yesterday for Ryan Braun. He struck out in his first 2 at-bats. It was his first start in left field of the season. Had a good line drive hit, but was robbed and could have been the difference in that game. Good play by Munoz, the Cardinals left fielder. And inside going in the 7th inning. Wouldn't be able to come back. So one of the unique things about the Brewers, looking at all of their records and how they've done this year, as Braun hits another one foul. They haven't played in a ton of one-run games. They've been playing in games where they've had some pretty comfortable leads and kind of on both sides. 2-2 to Braun. Another one foul. Brewers are 6-4 in one-run games. And they scored first today, as evident by the Miami Marlins having no runs. 11-7 when they score first. Braun hits that one hard foul. The big thing for the Brewers has been these first few innings. They've struggled in some games where they've gotten out to big leads. 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. And that is Rojas who gets Braun at first. And there's one away.
Now batting.
And some of these games where they've gotten down early in the game, they've actually come back and won, or at least made them close. They've gotten their pitchers off the hook a lot these last few games, just plugging away and making these comebacks. Here's the first pitch to Sogard, and that one misses 1-0. Sogard was hit by a pitch in his last plate appearance. Later scored on the Brett Anderson 2-run single. Here's the 1-0, and that one's fouled right back into the netting. It's 1-1. One pitch, just misses. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Hit on the line to left and just under the glove of Brian Anderson, and Eric Sogard's on with a 1-out single. Oh, it's actually going to be called an error. So credit an error to Brian Anderson. Take a look at that one again. I don't know. That's a pretty tough play. Took a weird hop on him, but it's going to be called an error. And Orlando Arcia bats. 1 out, 1 on. Brewers with a 3-run lead here in the 4th. First pitch to Arcia is a slider that's in there. And foul back. Arcia having a good game yesterday. Came in on a pinch hit and got a single as well. So Counsell thinking the bat heating up here a little bit. Good eye there, taking the slider outside. 1-2. The 1-2 hit hard on the ground and through for a base hit. So good job by Arcia. He gets the hit with 2 strikes on him. That's going to bring up Brett Anderson. And you can see just a few steps over to right was Rojas, or to his left, and then Arcia kind of hit it where he vacated. Anderson gets the bunt down, and they're going to go to second out there. Relay to first, not in time. So the fielder's choice, but still a runner advances. So now a runner at third. First and third for Lorenzo Cain. Has a chance to drive in another insurance run for the Crew. Urania comes set. Strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The 0-1 to Cain. This is down low. 1-1. It's a Brewers team that has greatly improved their hitting with runners in scoring position. Now batting .235. Another strike in there. It's 1-2. When you look at where they were when, after just 15 games, basically the first 2 weeks of the season, they were batting just .175. So they've greatly improved in that aspect. Hard hit to Aguilar. He's going to flip it to Urania in plenty of time. And the side is retired. So the Brewers get a hit, and they leave 2 runners on. Head to the bottom of the 4th. Crew leads by 3.
Leading up for the Marlins, the shortstop,
Miguel Rojas, is going to lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th. Flew out to center his last at-bat. He taps one foul. It's 0-1. A 0-1 pitch. Right at the corner. 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that hits him. So Anderson lets him off the hook by plunking him with that pitch. And there's a runner on first with nobody out. Yeah, trying to work inside, but he's going to end up plunking Rojas in an 0-2 count. also not productive as well. And that brings up Corey Dickerson with a man on first and nobody out here in the fourth. And that one's hit hard, and that is down for a base hit. Throw's going to come into second, and he is going to be out. So Rojas had to kind of make sure that it wasn't caught by Hira and kind of caught in a no man's land. And a good throw by Yelich is going to be in time, so the Brewers do get an out. And I never know how to score these. I don't know if that's a fielder's choice or a single with a put out, but I suppose with a force out, it's a fielder's choice. I guess I'll have to see what the hit total looks like later. So Jesus Aguilar bats, 1 on, 1 out. And his first pitch is just inside. It's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground. Could be 2. Sogar to Hira. And plenty of time to get Aguilar. So a hit by pitch. Little fielder's choice thing. Yep, it is a fielder's choice. Double play ball. Marlins down in order. Head to the 5th. Brewers up by 3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins, number 9, Josh Rader.
So already into the bullpen we are, and it's Josh Rader who's going to face off against Christian Yelich here. Had a solo home run back in the 3rd. This is a Marlins bullpen in the final 2 games of their series with Pittsburgh. Bullpen did not give up an earned run in those final 2 games. They took 2 of 3 from Pittsburgh. Rader hasn't pitched since Thursday when he only went a third of an inning and gave up a walk. Faces off against Yelich, who has a 1-0 count and hits that one hard in the dugout. Heads up over there. It's 1-1. Yelich 3 for 4 in yesterday's game with the home run, a double, a single. Has a home run here tonight, and he hits one and foul. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. Good pitch by Roder, the curveball, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Keston Hira.
Brings up Keston Hira. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Couple of ground outs. And he swings at the first pitch. That's a little slow grounder up the middle. Villar on the backhand. The throw not in time. Hira's on with the infield single. And there's 1 on and 1 out. Here in the 5th.
Number 24, Avisaíl Garcia.
Garcia's in there with 1 runner on. He takes the ball 1-0. Garcia with 2 strikeouts on the day. It's kind of been the struggle he's seeing right now. 1-0, and that misses 2-0. And that's the... Talk a lot about the depth of the infield, but the outfield is just as deep, though, too. You got Ben Gamel, who did a very well, just a great job in Christian Yelich's absence. Tyrone Taylor, the young upstart, can provide some speed. A future leadoff hitter. So if Garcia can't get the bat going, he's going to find himself in some pinch hit situations and making way for some other guys that could help contribute a little bit more. 2-2 is a called strike 3, and Garcia's got his hat trick in the 5th.
Now batting, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Takes the ball outside. Narvaez still Swinging the hot bat for the Crew, 333. Has 37 hits. That only trails Keston Hira for team lead. 1-0 pitch is in there. His 12 doubles leads the team. He's 2 ahead of Ryan Braun, who has 10. Among the league leaders in doubles. 1-1. Fouled. The 1-2 to Narvaez. Another foul ball. So good at bat here. Here is over at first. He reached on the infield single. Here's the 1-2. Way inside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Just missing. 3-2. So you can kind of see where they want to work Narvaez, trying to get him to swing at those inside pitches, kind of jam himself. The 3-2 pitch. And that one's hit down the line, but that's going to hit foul. Hit on the ground to Rojas. And he'll get the out at first. And the side. Brewers have a 3-0 lead. Looks like Heidi Watney is going to talk about something again. But I'll tell you that you can follow me on Twitter at Tucker Comedy. You can go to my website, tuckercomedy.com, where I have the power rankings for all the teams in this simulation. And you can subscribe to this channel where you can get updates about how all of these games are going. And when they're going live, and when videos get posted, and all of that fun, exciting stuff that you get all for free. What a deal. Just probably one of the best deals I can think of. Jorge Alfaro leads us off here in the 5th. Taking his time. Pace of play here. Here's the first pitch from Anderson on the corner, 0-1.
0-1.
0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. Alfaro had a 3-run homer in Saturday's game against the Pirates. So it has a little power. They brought in Francisco Cervelli, the longtime pitcher, or Pirates catcher.
1-2.
He hasn't been performing that great. He's only appeared in 14 games. Alfaro has appeared in 31, so the regular catcher here for Don Manning's club. That one's hit hard and heads up over there. It looked like there's a kid over there. Gotta be careful. Make sure they're watching the game. The 1-2. And hit hard, foul again. And right through the 5-hole of the ball boy. Must have been making sure it was foul before he attempts to play it. The 1-2.
2-2.
There's a slider that just doesn't come across the plate. Hangs outside, 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Got him to chase after the changeup that time. Second strikeout for Brett Anderson, and there's one away.
The batter, the right fielder, Harold Ramirez.
Holy cow, that was the 48th strikeout by Alfaro. As Harold Ramirez gets his second hit of the game. 1 on and 1 out here in the 5th. Take a look at the line for Brett Anderson. That was just his second hit. It's only been to that one batter, so you only face him every 9 batters, so not a bad proposition there. Brings up Brian Anderson. He lined out to Ryan Braun to end the second. This is a Marlins team that has struck out a lot this season. 14th in the NL in strikeouts. 26th in all of the majors. but they lead the league. They lead the National League. They lead the majors in batting average entering this series at 272. So they put the ball in play. They'll get base hits. But the K's kind of support the free swinging that they're going to do. It's almost like they're going to strike out or they're going to get a base hit. 2-1 to Anderson. Just misses 3-1. Monte Harrison is on deck. Then it'll be the pitcher spot. 3-1 from Anderson. Fouled right through the legs of Narvaez. It's a full count. So you might see the runner going in this situation. Good wheels by Ramirez. And he doesn't, and it doesn't matter because it's ball 4. It's kind of like walking a guy, I guess. But Monte Harrison, in his very unique batting style, is going to bat here with 2 on and 1 out. And he hits one to right, center, and deep. Kane going back, and that one is out of here. And just like that, we are tied up at 3. Harrison extends the hitting streak to 10 games. It's his 3rd home run of the year, and it's a brand new ball game here in Miami. Take a look at this one more time. Just got a pitch right over the plate, and he did not miss that one. Fastball that just kind of hung on the outside part of the plate. Kind of middle in, middle out, and takes that one just to center. And brand new ball game here in Miami.
Garrett Cooper.
So Garrett Cooper pinch hits here. Pitcher spot here. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Cooper is the other first baseman that is in there for the Marlins. He takes one inside, 1-1. 5 home runs, 16 RBIs, 8 doubles. But like a lot of these Marlins, has struck out a ton. He struck out 30 times. 1-1 pitch, just misses down low, 2-1. So Brewers getting out to a 3-run lead, but giving them all right back with one swing of the bat from Monte Harrison. And 1 out here, 3 runs in, and that one's in there for a strike. It's 2-2. My dog is incredulous over it. That one's grounded right up the middle, a base hit. So Garrett Cooper comes in off the bench, gets the single, and
the batter,
another hit
2,
given up by Anderson this inning.
Jonathan
And we're at the top of the order now in Jonathan Villar. He's 0 for 2. So Brett Anderson had given up 1 hit coming into this inning. He hits one right straight back. Could have been trouble there. Squares that one up. Given up 1 hit coming into this inning. He's given up 3 in the 5th alone. And like I mentioned, when the Marlins went to their bullpen, that one's a little pop-up. RC has got it. There's 2 away. This is a bullpen that has not given up any runs in its last 2 games. So it might be tough to get some runs here in these middle innings. And that's where the Brewers have done a lot of damage, is in these middle innings. That one misses away. It's 1-0. If you look at where the Brewers have scored most of their innings, it starts in the 5th. 5th and 6th, they have 21 in the 5th, 22 in the 6th. They've only scored 9 runs in the 3rd. Nice play by Braun in foul territory. Chases that one down, and the inning is over. But Monte Harrison ties this one up with the 3-run shot. My dog is still mad about it. We head to the 6th, tied at 3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins, number 56, Sterling. Sharp. Leading off for the Brewers, the first baseman, number 8, Ryan Braun.
So Sterling Sharp is in the game. It's not that Sterling Sharp that Packer fans would have known for years. It's going to be the pitcher variety of Sterling Sharp. Braun hits one on the ground on the right side. VR's got it. Go to Aguilar's in time. It's one away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Sharp last pitched on Saturday.
Sogard.
Went an inning, gave up 1 hit and 2 walks. He gave up the 3 earned runs on Friday. That was the last time a Marlins relief pitcher had given up any runs. Sogard's in there, and he takes a strike. Sogard reached on an error his last at-bat. It's Brandon Kinsler and Adam Conley get warmed up for the Marlins. Here's the 0-1. Fouled, and it's 1-1. 0-2. That's not how counts work. 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Grounded on the left side. Brian Anderson's there. Hard throw to Aguilar. There's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Brings up Orlando Arcia. 1 for 1. Single back in the 4th. He was hit by a pitch. That's why it threw me off when I looked at my makeshift scorebook. All squared up at 3 here in the 6th. Brewers jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Brett Anderson drove in 2 with a 2-run single. Christian Yelich with his 11th home run of the season. But in the bottom of the 5th, Monte Harrison with the 3-run homer tied it up. Here's the 1-1 from Sharp. Swing and a miss. Good fastball at the top of the zone. It's 1-2. One-two, swing and a miss. Arcia tried to pull that slider, and that is not the recipe for success. So Sharp comes in, works a scoreless 6th. We head to the bottom half of it, tied at 3. So Brett Anderson's going to go back out there for the 6th.
For the Marlins, the left fielder.
He's going to face off against Corey Dickerson, Jesus Aguilar, and Jorge Alfaro. First pitch to Dickerson is a good slider, 0-1. JP Fireeyes and Alex Claudio are working out in the dark. Apparently they don't have lights in the bullpens in Miami. Just try to heighten all the other senses, I guess. 0-1 pitch. Hard on the ground to Hira. He has it, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Jesus Aguilar is up. He's flown out to center and hit into a double play. He bats with nobody on here in the 6th. First pitch from Anderson is hit hard right at Hira, and it's going to go over his head. It's going to get all the way to the wall. Aguilar on his way to second, and he is in there with a stand-up double.
Now batting.
So a good piece of hitting by Aguilar. Take a look at this pitch again. Just takes that looping slider and just over the outstretched glove of Hira. And the Marlins have a runner in scoring position here with 1 out. Jorge Alfaro takes a strike, 0-1. for as up and down as the Marlins have been these last few years, and kind of how the fans kind of appreciate this team, how the management kind of puts this team together, the Brewers have had troubles coming to Miami and winning games. Here's the 0-2 and called strike 3. Good pitch by Anderson. That's his third strikeout. Second time he's gotten Alfaro.
Now back,
and there's
right
2 away.
Harold Ramirez.
Alfaro has struck out 49 times on the season. Him and VR have both struck out 49 times. That is just amazing how high of a number that is. As I've been doing these games and kind of watching the numbers go up and everything, you kind of like think like, man, these are high numbers. Then you realize, well, there's been about a month of play, so that makes sense. Numbers are going to get a little bit higher. I don't really have a lot of context for a lot of these except the other players on the team. But still, 49 seems pretty high for the first month. I mean, that's 1 strikeout, almost 2 strikeouts a game up to this point. The 2-1 to Ramirez. That one misses, 3-1. So Ramirez, who has 2 hits on the day. Anderson kind of being smart about his approach here. He does have a base open. We've got Brian Anderson, who's 0 for 1, up next. The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good sinking action on that one. It's a full count. Runner at second, 2 outs. Tie game here in the 6th. The full count pitch. Hit hard, foul. Full count once again. Swing and a miss. Good pitch on the outside corner. Ramirez could not catch up to that one. Back-to-back strikes to end the 6th here. We head to the 7th. We're all squared at 3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
So the former Brewer Brandon Kinsler is in there. It's his 14th game of the season. He's got a 1-0 record. 3.86 ERA.
Hitting for the Brewers.
12 strikeouts to 5 walks. He has given up 3 home runs. Pitched in yesterday's game against the Pirates. Went 2/3 of an inning and gave up just 1 hit. Brock Holt has a bat. He's going to lead off here. Pitcher spot is up. And Brock Holt takes one inside, 1-0. Holt batting .242, 4 home runs. All of those happening from Saturday to Saturday of last week. The 1-0. Hit on the line, left field, and that's down for a base hit. So Brock Holt gets the Brewers going here in the 7th with a pinch hit single.
Now batting.
And brings up the top of the order. Lorenzo Cain 0 for 3 on the day. He's going to set down a bunt, maybe try to bunt his way on. And he's going to, and it's misplayed by Aguilar. So we'll see how that one's ruled. It should be a sacrifice. It's going to be an error, but it should also be a sacrifice as he laid down the bunt. But it's first and second here, and the big bat of Christian Yelich now bats. That was always a tough one, too. It's bobbled. You're advancing the runner. So it should be a sacrifice anyway. I mean, you're giving yourself up. You know, why take an 0 for 1 on it? That doesn't seem like a fair thing. Help a guy out on his batting average. But we'll put it in as an at-bat. The 0-1 to Yelich. Hit to left, and that is going to be down for a base hit and should be extra bases. Cain's around to third. Holt's already in. Cain's going to hold up at third, and Christian Yelich with an RBI double gives the Brewers a 4-3 lead.
The second baseman.
Well, no doubt in how to score that one. Hit that one hard and into the gap. Holt scores easily from second. Cain's going to hold up, and Brewers are going for a big inning here with Keston here now batting. First pitch to him is away. It's 1-0. The one thing about Christian Yelich this season, he's only got 18 RBIs. He did miss 10 games, so I mean, I'll give him that. But 11 home runs with 18 RBIs. A lot of his RBIs coming from the long ball. Does not have a ton of RBIs from just regular base hits or anything like that. I think that's a lot saying about the bottom of this order and Kane not getting on as often for him to hit runners in. But you like him in that second spot because he can just get more at-bats that way. And he doesn't need to hit for power. 2-0 pitch is in there. He can be a table setter, and that's kind of what you want him there for. If there's guys on, he can hit them in. Needs to be on, he can be on. He can hit a home run. He can do all of it. He's a very good player. He's very good at the baseball. I'm gonna go on a limb and say Christian Yelich is one of the best players in the majors. I know, call me crazy. Hira hits that one in the drawn-in infield. Kane is going to score, and they're going to throw this one to third because Yelich got a horribly late start, and it's going to be a base hit RBI, and Yelich thrown out at third. So Yelich got just a horrendous jump to third, and he's going to get thrown out. Hero gets the base hit, RBI. Brewers add on a second run. And there's one out here for Avisail Garcia and a runner at first. The 1-0. High ball to left field. Going back is Dickerson. He's at the track, and he's got it for out number 2. Wide throw comes in, but that doesn't matter. There's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Omar Narvaez
Ladies and gentlemen,
comes in, but he's going to face off against a different pitcher. It's Drew Steckenrider. That's probably how you say that one. Steckenrider? Steckenrider is what the announcer in my earpiece says. 14th appearance, 1-0 record. He's pitched 11 innings, 4.09 ERA. Has given up 2 home runs. He pitched yesterday, went 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit, 2 strikeouts. Faces off Omar Narvaez with 2 outs, and Narvaez pops that one straight up. Braun's going to keep his practice swings going, so he's not going to let anyone phase him. And Alfaro has it in foul territory, and that retires the side. Brewers score 2 runs in the inning, and as we head to the stretch, Brewers lead 5-3. JP Fireeisen is going to pitch the bottom of the 7th inning, 4-2 on the season, his 23rd appearance. Looking to hold this one.
Leading up for the Marlins, the third baseman, Brian.
Fireeisen pitched in Friday and Saturday's game. 4 innings in the series against the Cardinals. Gave up 3 hits and 2 strikeouts. Did not give up any runs. Excuse me. And he's going to face off against Brian Anderson in the bottom of the order here. Starts off Anderson with the strike. Anderson, Harrison, and then it'll be the pitcher's spot. So a pitch hitter will come into the game. 0-1 pitch. Followed off, 0-2. The 0-2 from Fireeisen just misses the bottom part of the zone. It's 1-2. One-two from Fireeisen. Swing and a miss. Anderson's down on strikes, and there's 1 away here in the bottom half of the 7th.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder.
So Marlins have registered 3 straight strikeouts as a team, as my phone tells me I have low battery because I've been following the stream on my phone because it is a better indicator than my laptop. Swing and a miss by Monte Harrison. And the big 3-run homer back in the 5th inning. Extended his hitting streak to 10 games. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Got him to chase after the slider there, and he's quickly down 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Hit foul. Like I mentioned, this is a Marlins team that has struck out a lot this season. Mentioned they have two guys who are knocking at the door of 50 strikeouts. Brian Anderson has 32, Garrett Cooper 30, and that one misses. Monte Harrison, he's in 15 games coming into this series. He struck out 8 times. It's kind of on the low end. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. So strikeout number 9 for Harrison on the season. 4 straight strikeouts recorded by Brewers pitching, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Drew.
So we'll see who Don Mattingly wants to go to off his bench here.
Your attention, please.
And it looks like it is going to be John Birdie.
Number 5, John Birdie.
1 home run, 3 RBIs. He has struck out 20 times on the season. And he goes it against JP Fireeisen. 2 outs here in the 7th. Ball misses, 1-0. The 1-0 in there for a strike. Fireeisen is a young man who has gotten a lot of confidence in his first season, making his first big league roster. 1-1 hooks in there, and it's 2 strikes on Birdie. 4-2 on the season. He got the first win of the season on opening day, and then the next day he got his first ever big league loss. So it's a humbling game sometimes. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard down the line, and that is down for a base hit. Birdie is on his way to second. Throw's going to come in towards third, and the Marlins get a 2-out double. So good job by Birdie just keeping that one fair. And a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. And take a look, the hustle all the way by Birdie. Saw the speed rating he had there. 4th double of the season.
Your attention, please.
And Fireeisen is done. He's going to make way for David Phelps, who's coming off of a rough outing on Saturday. He did not retire a batter against the Cardinals. Gave up back-to-back home runs to the first 2 batters he saw. His first 2 home runs he had given up on the season. He's going to face off against Jonathan Villar. First pitch to Villar misses, 1-0. Villar went deep to left last at bat, but ball was tracked down by Garcia. Villar's going to switch over to the left side as he faces Phelps. 1-0 pitch, swung on, foul, 1-1. Brewers scoring 2 in the top half of the 7th, giving them the 2-run lead. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a foul again. One-two from Phelps. Hit on the ground to short. Arcia's got it. Good strong throw. Gets the speedy VR. And the side is retired. So the Marlins leave a runner stranded. We head to the 8th. Brewers have a 5-3 lead. Ryan Stanek, let's go with Stanek, is in. Has 4 saves on the season, but looks like he's made way to Jimmy Garcia, who's got 6 on the year. 2.82 ERA for Stanek, 20 strikeouts, 12 walks, has given up 1 long ball. He did get the save in Sunday's game, pitched an inning, gave up just 1 walk. Faces off against Braun and starts him off with the ball. 14,000 in attendance here at Marlins Park. That's pretty high from what you would usually see at a Miami Marlins game. I might count all the crew that work here too. Braun hits one to left and deep. Dickerson going back to the wall, and that's out of here. Off to the facade, bounces into the bullpen, and Braun with his 3rd long ball of the year. Brewers have a 6-3 lead. little hopping high five to Ed Cedar there. And Ryan Braun might be getting his home run stroke back. His second home run in 3 games. And no doubt about that one. Just a nice smooth swing. 383 feet and heads up in the bullpen. So Stanek,
the third baseman, number 7.
gives up the home run to lead off the 8th. Brings up Eric Sogard. And that one's down at the feet, 1-0. Stanek set, 1-0 pitch. Misses upstairs, 2-0. Stanek coming set, 2-0 pitch. Sogard hard up the middle and down for a base hit. So a nice job by these Brewers hitters. Some hard hit ones here in the 8th.
Up next
And
for
the
the
Brewers going to keep the train going here. Nobody out, 1 run already in, and a runner at first. Brings up Orlando Arcia. He's got a hit in the game. As my technical producer is grabbing me a phone charger. Why she's the best in the business, everyone. Of all of the technical producers helping out people doing these broadcasts of MLB The Show, simulated seasons, commentary, she's by far the best one. I mean, I dare anyone to find a better one right now. Do it now. If you don't do it right now, it doesn't count and she wins. Oh, 0-2 pitch misses. It's 1-2. Another one misses. 2-2 on Arcia. Pitcher spot is due next, so we'll see who Craig Counsell wants to go to off of the bench. A lot of options as always. 2-2 in the dirt. So another good job by Arcia, who all year has been taking a lot of pitches, working the count, even when he is down in the count, not letting it phase him. As see, Stanek has a pretty cool headband and everything on under his hat. His hair coming out of his ears. It's flowing over it, I guess. Full count pitch. Hit on the ground. Aguilar's there. He's going to pivot. Throw it to Rojas. Back to Aguilar in time. And that is a 3-6-3 double play. So a nice job by the Marlins turning the double play on Arcia. Goes with the pitch, but Aguilar does a good job of pivoting, getting Sogard at second, and a good throw by Rojas. Gives even Aguilar a little time to reposition himself at first base.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And there are 2 away.
pinch hitting for the Brewers, number 15, Tyrone.
So Tyrone Taylor is going to bat in the pitcher's spot. First pitch to Taylor, in there for a strike. Taylor had his first career home run against the Rockies. 3-run shot, tied the game. And the Brewers would go on to win that game. So it was a huge home run at the time. 0-1 is missing, 1-1. Taylor's done a really good job at the plate. It's only his 8th appearance of the season. Batting .308, has the 1 home run, 2 doubles, has 2 stolen bases. He got that in the same at-bat, actually, against Colorado. And that one's fouled back behind home plate. It's 1-2. This is a player the Brewers organization is very high on. Future center fielder, leadoff man. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. Aguilar's got it. He'll step on first. And that'll do it for the Brewers in the 8th. But Ryan Braun connects with his 3rd dinger of the season. This entree allows you to have soup or salad. Braun says, I'll have both.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Brewers, number 46, Corey Knebel.
So Corey Knebel in for the 8th inning, 23rd appearance. He's 0-2 on the season.
Leading up for the
Last
Marlins,
pitched on Sunday.
the shortstop.
Went an inning, did strike out 2 batters. He pitched in all 3 games against the Cardinals. So 4th straight game he's making an appearance. Starts out Miguel Rojas with a strike. It's 0-1. Trying to bridge that gap to Josh Hader in the 9th. If it is still a save situation. 0-1 to Rojas upstairs, 1-1. Brewers looking to take game 1 of this quick little road trip series in Miami. 1-1 pitch, downstairs, 2-1. They'll be home for 3 against the Diamondbacks, and then they will play a very important 7-game road trip. They'll start out in Chicago and play 3 against the Cubs, and then a 4-game weekend series against the Cincinnati Reds. So a lot of big games coming up for the Brewers. They need to take care of business here in Miami and take care of business against a Diamondback squad that has not seen a lot of success this season, even with the signing of Madison Bumgarner in the offseason. 3-2 from Knebel, misses, and Rojas is on with a leadoff walk.
The left fielder, number 23.
But they still need to get 6 outs here before they can start thinking about tomorrow's game. Rojas leads off with a walk. Brings up Corey Dickerson, who has 10 home runs on the season. So, going to be a tough run of batters here. Dickerson, Aguilar, Alfaro all can hit the long ball. And there's a strike. Here's the 0-1 from Knebel. Another strike right on the corner. It's quickly 0-2 on Dickerson. Walk. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit foul. Dickerson did not miss that one. Just the only regards to missing it is he didn't hit it fair. Do it again here at 0-2. Knebel set, check the runner. Here's the pitch. Got him to chase the high fastball, and there's one away. Effective for this season, and it's effective there as well, and he faces off against Jesus Aguilar. Aguilar had a double his last at-bat, was stranded. He's 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch to him, good curveball in there, it's 0-1. Aguilar in some limited appearances. This is only his 22nd game he's played in. So the 468 doesn't really qualify him for league leader in average. Fastball just misses the corner. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Call the strike. Good curveball that just catches the black. It's 1-2. Runner at first, 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss through the fastball at 97, right by his former teammate. Aguilar checking to see if that was a strike, and it definitely was. And there's 2 away, so back-to-back Ks for Corey Knebel. And Jorge Alfaro comes up. And he takes one down low. Alfaro with 2 strikeouts on the game. The next strikeout he has will be the big 5-0. I might have something in store for that if he does strike out this at bat, and I'm going to be really proud of it. 1-0, just misses 2-0. Knebel down in the count here. He's got to bounce back here against Alfaro. Here's the 2-0. Hit into right and down for a base hit. Which can't quite get it in the glove, but that's okay. It's still a single. They're not going to charge an error to that. So Alfaro's on. I'll have to save that for tomorrow. he doesn't bat again today. He strikes out, so we can enjoy that one. And that brings up Harold Ramirez, who has 2 hits on the day and has scored a run. So Corey Knebel, leadoff walk, strikes out the next 2, then gives up the bat hit, the single to the next batter after this, and Jorge Alfaro. Here's the first pitch to him, just outside, 1-0. So really trying to work plate, it looks like. Here's the 1-0. Just inside, 2-0. So tries to go back inside with the fastball, just misses. It's 2-0. He's trying to get to the 9th inning with a 3-run lead here. 2 on for the Marlins, 2 outs. Ramirez with the 2-0. That one does not catch the plate either. Looks like a pretty close pitch, and it's 3-0. And we're trying to bounce back in there for a strike. 98 miles an hour. Top corner. And he's going to have to work for this one. A big out right here to get. Comes the 3-1. Fouled to the seats. So full count. Runners are going to get a head start. Knebel's climbing the ladder here. Break here. Here's the full count pitch. Fouled into the net. So we'll have the runners outs by Knebel. He does allow 2 base runners on. They're left stranded. Top of the order coming up in the 9th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins.
Yimi Garcia is in for the 9th, his 16th appearance. 6 saves and 8 opportunities. Also has a 1-1 record. 10 strikeouts to 2 walks. He's given up 1 home run. Pitched in yesterday's game. Went 1 inning against the top of the order. And Lorenzo Cain here in the 9th. And Cain takes one downstairs. It's 1-0. Right at the top of the zone, 1-1. Cain reached on an error, trying to just bunt over Brock Holt in the 7th. And then would later score on the Christian Yelich, on the Keston Hiura base hit. The infield in. So 2-1 to Cain. Josh Hader warming up for the save in the 9th. Unless the Brewers can add on another run, then probably no need for him to come in if not absolutely necessary. Cain has a 3-1 count. Yelich is on deck. Oh, are you kidding me? This is the time that the network is going to go down? Look at that. Why? In the 9th inning of all times, for this to happen. Let's see if this is hearing my voice. Might be a little redundant. All right, I'm just going to have to radio broadcast it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to radio broadcast. Hopefully this comes back online. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but I don't want to start a brand new stream and do it that way. That just seems like a waste. So we're just going to get this back going. I'm just going to radio broadcast it. Cain takes one inside, and he walks. So now you're just going to have to hope my radio abilities to call these games works out for everybody, which is kind of how I do them anyway. So Cain takes the walk. Christian Yelich now bats. Garcia comes set. Here's the pitch. Yelich hard on the ground to Villar, flips it over to Rojas and back to Aguilar, and a 4-6-3 double play, and just like that, there are two away.
The second baseman, Keston.
We didn't need to really see much on that one, really, because he hit it really hard on the ground, and it was a double play. But very frustrating when, like, it goes all this time. I get that warning about, like, the broadcast, the internet's not going to be that good and all that junk, and then it's good until now. And why now? And why don't I get warnings about this? Keston here bats with 2 outs, takes a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Brewers with a 6-3 lead here in the 9th. 2 outs. 0-1 pitch to Hira. Hits that one to right, and that's into the gap. That's going to get cut off by Harrison. And Hira's in there with a sliding double. So good job by Hira.
Now back.
He's going to take that pitch right over the second baseman's head, and Harrison does a good job of cutting it off, but Hira was hustling all the way. He slides head first for a double. So Garcia's going to get a chance to drive in a run here with 2 outs. First pitch to him. Misses on the outside part of the plate. It's 1-0. So 8th double of the season for Hira. And Garcia bats with a runner at second. Takes a pitch at the knees. 1-1. First game of this 4-game series. Brewers trying to take it. Here's the 1-1. Hits that one to center. Back is Harrison at the track, and he's got it for the final out. So Garcia puts a good sting in it, but Harrison's able to track it down. 3 last outs to get. Hader's into the game. Brewers lead 6-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So Josh Hader is in the game. He's going to try to get his 14th save in 16th opportunities. 2.25 ERA, 25 strikes to 4 walks. Got the save on Saturday against the Cardinals, won an inning. Did strike out 2. Faces off against the bottom of the order, Brian Anderson. First swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Hader among the league leaders in saves with Kenley Jansen over in LA. Comes set. Here's the 0-1. Inside, 1-1. Mets up 9-5 on the Reds. So Brewers can gain some ground on the second place team. Hader misses one upstairs. It's 2-1. Two-1 from Hader. Swing and a miss. Got him with the slider. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball right down the middle. Anderson can't keep up. And it's 1 strikeout and 1 out for Hader. Kenley Jensen has 14 saves on the season. Hader with 13. Dan Winkler for the Cubs, 12. Dylan Betances, 11. And there's Andrew Chafin in Arizona with 11. And that tells you a lot about the Diamondbacks. They have 12 wins on the season. All have been close enough for saves. Broken bat to the infield. Braun is going to get the pop-up. And there are 2 away just like that.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jimmy Garcia.
So a pinch hitter comes in.
Pinch hitting for the Marlins, number 29, Francisco.
It's going to be Francisco Cervelli, who's only batting .043 on the season. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 1 hit on 23 at-bats in 14 games. He has 1 RBI. He has stolen a base. 6 walks, 6 strikeouts. And Hader's got him down in the count, 0-1. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. So the Marlins down to their final strike. 0-2 to Cervelli. Let's see what Hader has in store for him here. Here's the pitch. Brushes him back, 1-2. Tried to tie him up with that slider. No go. Here's the 1-2. Fastball misses down low, 2-2. 96 from Hader. Do it again here. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball inside corner. And that will do it here in Miami. Brewers win 6-3. Josh Hader secures his 14th save of the season. Brett Anderson gets his second win of the season. And a good game by the Brewers. They got up 3-0. Marlins got the 3-run homer from Monte Harrison. But the Brewers would come back and score 3 more runs. They get the victory here in Miami. So sorry about the last inning, not being able to see that. But if you stuck around, I appreciate it nonetheless. Have to check out the highlights. I don't even know if they'll have highlights for this one. Maybe they'll show Hader. That's all you missed then. Brewers win this one 6-3. We'll be back here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for the broadcast. Hope you can join us then. Have a great rest of your evening. Good night.
For the victorious Brewers,